Good morning guys. So today I thought I would just film through the day because I'm in my little mid-sem break for uni, so I have some time. So I was hoping to sleep in and like catch up on all the sleep that I haven't been getting enough of, but I woke up at 6:30 of course. Wow, my hair is just like hating me today. Anyway, so I woke up really early and I was just like, I could not go back to sleep. My brain's just been ticking over. So I was like, you know what, I'll go do my gym in the morning and then have it done, and then I can be relaxed for the rest of the day. Okay, so I am someone who gets really annoyed when I don't get good sleep because I value sleep so highly. Sleep is so important for everything in life. And I just went to sleep late, which I'm like, that's fine, I can sleep in tomorrow, but then my body didn't sleep in. Anyway, so I'll show you guys what I do at the gym. Well, if you watch my recent vlog, like day in the life, I was sent some things from a brand called More Life, and they sent me 2 different little packages of this collagen protein, and I tried the vanilla one in that video, and then it was just so good and easy to do. So right now I'm gonna have the choc one. It's called Double Choc, and it's made out of like collagen peptides, organic brown rice protein, organic pea protein, natural flavors, cacao. It's like quite good and it has 17 grams of protein in this little package. So I'm just gonna make that up and then head to the gym. So I just filled this up with water and now I'm gonna chuck this in and see what it tastes like. I have high hopes because I really liked the one yesterday. Oh mate, it smells pretty good so far. So it's just like this powder that I'm pouring in, and it's so good because you don't need to blend it. It dissolves in when you mix it all in. Metal straw, chucking in some ice cubes. Okay mate, how good does that look already? And the ice, so fancy. A taste test. Definitely prefer the vanilla one that I had yesterday. I'm not the biggest fan, but it's okay. I'm just gonna scull this and then head to the gym. Okay, I'm just gonna do a voiceover to explain like my session and what I'm doing. So I always start with a warm up, which is just like a whole bunch of core stuff for about 10 minutes, just continuous like ab stuff to get your abs burning and just get warmed up. And then I start with a whole heap of different core things. So for this ab roller thing, I always do 3 sets of 8 reps. And then for all the other exercises after this that I show, like all the core ones, I do 30 reps of each. It changes, I don't always do that, but at the moment I've just been starting with making a list of core exercises and just doing 30 reps. So this one, leg raises, I do 30, and then same for the next bunch of exercises following this. Also for these exercises, you should aim to have your back imprinted and flat on the mat, so please ignore when I have poor form. Wish I got superpowers. Your hands touching my hand, want your fingers everywhere, don't wanna wake up. Wish that I was brave, but I've never been the one. Wish that we could stay like this, I wanna stay. Wish that I was brave, but I've never been the one. Wish that we could stay like this, I wanna stay. If I got superpowers, I'd stop the clock, be right here in this moment. You're all I want. If I got superpowers, I'd stop the clock. Wish I got superpowers.
gotta go, I gotta go. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock, be right.
Okay, so after a whole heap of core stuff, I'll do the main weight exercises. So I'll put on the screen some of the exercises I do and the sets and reps I do for them. Okay, usually a weight session is much more weight exercise based, but I did just do a lot more core in this, but this is just a random example of a session. So my favorite weight exercise is deadlifts. I'm really sorry about the quality right now in this clip. So I haven't really been on a weight overload or like strength training proper program for a few months because I have had to just do more just casual stuff while I've been trying to get a period back and while I was gaining weight. So it's not too heavy. I do 5 sets of 5 reps at around like 60-65 kilos. So pretty light for what I want to lift, but that's okay. I also usually chuck in some form of push-ups, and one of the ways I do it is a ladder where I'll do like 5, 10, 15, 20 and then back down like a pyramid. Okay, and then I finish with a whole heap of rehab exercises and then stretching and rolling at the gym. So I stay on top of rehab. Even though my injury has recovered, I'm just going to always include prehab and rehab type of strengthening stuff like forever now, just to be like proactive and prevent being injured. I have so many different types of rehab exercises, so I don't do them don't do all of them every time I'm at the gym. I'll just do like a handful each time and make sure throughout the week I get all of them done at least once or twice. And then these are just a couple of the rehab exercises that I did this day. Finally, I finished with a bunch of stretching and foam rolling, just making sure, your body stays healthy and recovered and, you prevent injuries. And yeah, it's really important to do this. And every now and then, when I have time, I go in the sauna at the gym at the end of a session. I put so much water on the rocks because it takes a lot for me to sweat. Sorry about the stain. I don't come into the sauna that often, but it's really great to detoxify because you sweat out toxins and it's really good for your skin and it's just really relaxing as well. Just a little bit sweaty. Finally done with the gym. I freaking hate filming at the gym. I just can't. I need to focus on my session and not be worried about getting videos and stuff. But I wanted to share it, so I was like, one off, I'm gonna do this. But oh my gosh, people can be judgy. They were judging so hard, and I was like, oh, fair enough. I'd probably be judging someone if they were doing this too. But I was like, YOLO, just whatever. Anyway, so I'm like a drowned rat now from sweat. That's just like an example of like a session at the gym. It's not very weight based, it's more circuit based with a little bit of weights. It's pretty light, that's why I've been doing it, as I've been doing a bit less training. But I'm keen to start getting into more now that I'm like now that I've gained some weight. And I wanted to just quickly say something that I thought of when I was at the gym. So the other week, as I mentioned in my recent vlog, that some weeks I get pain in my feet and I just have to cross train because I have to be careful after my injury. And when I do bike sessions, I sweat so much. That's the only exercise that makes me sweat. I don't sweat when I run or do weights. Like obviously I sweat in the sauna, but I sweat on the bike, like make my top wet sweat. And I was on the bike and like I've been getting used to my body and like learning to love how it's changing and gaining weight and stuff. And that was so hard at first. And when I say at first, I mean for like 5 months. But has it even been that long? I don't know, but just for ages. I've just been kind of being like, whatever, I'm more proud of my body to be strong and healthy than to be shredded. And like when I was doing that bike session, I was so sweaty and my top was stuck to me and I was uncomfortable to take it off because my body's changing. And I was never like that. I was like, whatever, I wear a crop top and shorts, I don't care, always. Like I'm whatever, own your body, embrace it, everybody has a body. Anyway, when I was doing that bike session, I was like, I'm not taking my top off. But then it got to the point where I was like, I need this top to be off me right now, I'm so uncomfortable. So I just took it off and did the rest of the bike in my crop top and shorts like I used to. And I was kind of just like, YOLO, just don't feel uncomfortable or embarrassed, just YOLO, that's you, embrace yourself. And yeah, so just you gotta love your body when it's healthy and not worry about what any people think of you. Because I thought to myself, like, if someone's hating on me, then stuff them, like their opinion is invalid, like it does not matter. That's like, who are they to even judge someone else's body? When people comment like body on people's photos on Instagram, I will never do that. Like, again, I probably did that a few years ago when I was younger. I haven't done it in a long time. But it's just like, why say body? Like, why be like body? Like, or like, oh my God, your body. Like, it's just their body. Like, stop saying that, you know? Anyway, when I was leaving the gym, like, I used to get this a lot. People would always stop me and say like, oh my gosh, you're so skinny. Or like, wow, you have abs. Oh my gosh, you look so fit. You look so strong. Sometimes I'd say that, but then sometimes I'd say you look so unhealthy. But like, they'd always comment, and like a lot of people at the gym would be like, oh my God, how small is your waist or whatever. And when I got like praise comments like, oh my God, you look so like shredded, I used to be like, I don't know, I used to just be so like not defensive, but I wanted to say it's unhealthy. Like, I didn't want people to praise me for that because I wanted people to say, no, that's not good, to encourage me to stop being like that. But I used to just be like, oh, thank you. But in my head, I'd be like, this is so bad. And then it'd be harder to stop looking like that because everyone was saying how, oh my God, you look great. Anyway, I just had to like let go of what other people thought of me. They don't know you. Like, they don't know if you don't get a period or you're like really unhealthy. Today when I was leaving the gym, this old lady was like to me, oh my gosh, you look amazing. I could never look like that at your age. And I felt bad. I was like, stop making comments about bodies. But then, I don't know, I was just like, oh, thank you. And I just thought to myself, you know what, a few months ago, I would have been so annoyed because I'd have been like, no, I'm unhealthy. Stop saying that. I look good. But I was kind of like, thank you. Because I was like, you know what, I've gained muscle and I've gained weight and I'm stronger and a healthier weight and size now. And she was just saying like, you look stronger. I just said that to myself. I was like, you know, she's just saying you look really strong and fit. So I was like, thank you. Anyway, that was a really random rant. So I'm going to go now. So this is what I'm wearing. So I just have this like jumpsuit, play suit thing, a yellow singlet underneath it. And I'm wearing my Air Forces and just white socks. I am committed to keeping these Air Forces white. The weather has turned on us. It literally has been warm and sunny every day for the like last few weeks. And it's now gross for when me and Kiara are going to get like brunch at the beach. So I'm just going to bring this coat and I'll probably end up wearing it. Just got to Kiara's and I'm really freaking excited to see her. Oh, she's so cute. Hello. Oh, I said it again. Wait, show me. Look how beautiful Kiara is. Turn around, Kiara. Okay, so the weather has not been nice to us. No, let's sit outside. That table right there is where I've sat every time I've come here. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, I've only been here twice, yeah. Such a nice sunny like lunch. I know, I wanted to like walk along the esplanade with you after as well. Because the kale bowl has changed. Like
I had my heart set on it. This is the reason I made us come here as well. So I always get the cow bowl, but like without the yogurt. But it's changed. It has like normally falafels, sweet potato, quinoa, and avo. And then I'm getting this Nutty Professor.
Okay, I got a matching one.
Oh my gosh, finally! Remember how we wanted to get matching
I'm
rings?
trying to fix it. It's our constellation.
Oh my gosh.
So what's yours again? Leo?
Leo,
Your
yeah.
little Leo ring.
Oh my gosh, stop. This is so cute.
Big.
Okay, this is the smoothie. It's literally the most amazing thing. How good.
It's really peanut butter.
Yeah, that's why I love
It could
it.
be sweeter for me though.
This is a ring. Thank you so much. I love this ring. So this is cauliflower, quinoa, veggies. I have the biggest food envy because Kiara got the best salmon, and I'm like, I'm so hungry right now.
Stop, can you not rub it in? I'm so sad. Okay, so Kiara is like in love with coffee. When we were in year 12, every single day she got a coffee, and I used to always be like, I'm so glad I'm not a coffee drinker. And like every now and then I try a sip of her coffee, and like I know I can train myself to like it if I wanted to, but I'm kind of like glad I don't, because like I don't know why. Like, you know, everyone's like addicted to coffee, and I don't want to be addicted. Anyway, I've never had a coffee before. I've just tried other people's, but just then I like tried Kiara's coffee, and it was delicious. And I'm gonna go and buy my first coffee right now, and I don't know how I feel. Okay, so I'm going to get Kiara's coffee order at her coffee place. I'm like excited for this, but also like stressed that I'm gonna become addicted. Kiara's coffee order from her coffee place. So yeah, I feel really illegal to like me not having coffee forever. I'm scared because this is growing on me. Like, I don't want to become addicted to coffee, and I know I can train myself to love.
There's one behind us one that's just on here.
Yeah, and my nails look gorgeous right now.
His nails are better. Why was that so ugly? Do you have like a filter on that?
No. I just got home after spending the day with Kiara, and we don't get to see each other super often because we're so busy, and it's just so nice. I always have an awesome time with her, and like she's a beautiful friend, and she keeps me really grounded, and she's been there with me through a lot. I'm really lucky because I have some beautiful friends. They're just so caring and just great people. I'm very blessed. And yeah, so she got me this ring because she went to Japan. It's my star sign. So kind of lucky that the weather's turned, because I got sent this wearable blanket called the Oodie. I'd never heard of them before, but they like emailed me about doing a collab, and I was like, sure, why not? And like it came, and my sister saw it, and she was like, oh my gosh, you got an Oodie. And I was like, what is, like, oh, you knew about it? I never heard of it till now. And she was like, yes, are you kidding? I want one. So it's like a wearable blanket. So I chose, they were like, you can choose any color or print, and they had like prints like koala bears and stuff, and I was gonna choose one, but it's like cartoons, and I was kind of like, I just want like a cute one, not like a like novelty kind of looking one. So it looks really cute and pretty wrapped up in this. I'm looking forward to just like getting comfy and chilling right now, because I've just kind of been like stressed, and like my mind has been like ticking. Like I didn't sleep well the last few nights because I just couldn't stop thinking, you know, like when you just are like unsettled. So I just want to like kind of relax right now. I'm glad I went to the gym in the morning because I just want to like relax right now. But anyway, I'm going to try this on now. I should go and they when they messaged me, they were like, we'll send you an Uber Eats voucher and you can do a mukbang in it. And I was like, what? I was kind of like, that's so random. Like I wouldn't do a mukbang. I feel like they're kind of weird. Like I no hate if you do them, but like I just don't want to like eat and talk to a camera. Like, you know. Anyway, they were like, we'll send you one anyway. They didn't, but okay. I mean, they sent me this, which is cool. So it's like a huge, giant, fluffy hoodie that's like a blanket. I'm really excited to get this on. Wow, I love looking like a big puffball right now. Things are a little thing. I better like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I needed in my life right now. Wow, yes. Oh my gosh, this is the, oh my gosh, it's like perfect for right now. Like it's really cold outside. Okay, this is really thick and fluffy. Okay, wow. Yes, this is exactly what I want in my life. I'm just gonna fall asleep now. I know it's going into summer right now, but this is like the perfect, this is awesome for me because I'm the worst with cold. But this is like perfect for like winter, like just like, you know, those wintry days where you just want to be snugly at home. I love rainy days for that reason. But like, just like, oh, you know, I'm gonna love this for when you like get home from training and then like have a shower and get warm and then put this on and get all cozy. This is perfect. This big fluffy wearable blanket is called the Oodie, and it's supposed to be like a wearable blanket. It's just like a giant fluffy hoodie to wear like at home. So yeah. Anyway, I'm feeling pretty dead. I'm gonna like wrap this up now. So when I was with Kiara, I was talking to her and she was saying how like, because I said like sometimes I still get like moments in my mind where I'm not like amazing with like food. When I say amazing, I just mean like normal. And she was like, yeah, but I'm also, she's like, yeah, I know. It was so nice. She was like, I am proud of you though. I was like, yeah, same, like I'm proud of me. And she's like, I'm proud of you for being able to like go out and like enjoy food and get food together again. And I was like, I know, it's so good. I can't believe I was like, it's just sad that like it becomes a panic in your mind when you're in a bad place. And it's like, yeah, it's just nice to just be normal and like enjoy life. Like I made us go to next door because oh my gosh, when we went there, I've been there twice and I love this thing on their menu called the kale bowl, but they changed it. Like I'm gonna put a video of what it was like when I loved it. Showing our spread.
Yours is so fresh.
And it's got like sweet potato, kale, quinoa, the best falafels and like hummus, and it's so good. It's like a pumpkin hummus as well. I don't even know what it is, but it's so good. So we went there for that reason. And then the menu had changed. So I got the kale bowl still, but it was like different. It was the biggest letdown. And then I got the biggest food envy because Kiara got this really good crispy skin salmon and I was like, food envy. And the cauliflower was like battered and I don't eat batter and stuff like that. But so I like ate the cauliflower. I didn't really eat the butter because I didn't really like it, but I did try a bit of it. And Kiara was like, it's good to have that though. Like, she was like saying it's probably good to like eat that and show that it's like, you know, not a fear and it's good to like eat things like that and you need it. And it's not like it's like, you know, artificial sugars and processed stuff. And so I wanted to talk about like, you know, not being afraid of things because I don't know, part of me kind of overthought it a little bit, and that sometimes I still have to like overcome things in my head of like, no, you can eat. And like one of the things that like getting a smoothie I could never have done before. I was too worried about having like so many extra calories or like not knowing, like obviously the ingredients are on the menu but not seeing it like being blended up, I guess. And like when I went for my birthday with my friends, like with the running girls, they all got like a smoothie and a big meal. So I was like, it literally like I didn't like say it, but in my mind I was like so contemplating getting a smoothie, and I was reading the menu and I was like, that Nutty Professor one looked really good to me, and it was healthy and like dairy free and stuff. But it was like, it took me a while to be like, I don't know, like in my mind I was like, do I do it, do I not do it? And I was like a little bit stressed out, but then I like was like YOLO and I got it and it was so yum, and I was like proud of myself for doing that, as silly as that sounds. But and then this time I even thought to myself, like, do I get a smoothie and food? But then I was like, YOLO, I want to go to next door and get that really good smoothie and the kale bowl that I love. So the smoothie was still really good again, but the kale bowl was the biggest letdown. And like, obviously it's just food, it's fuel, you need it. When I was in a bad mindset, I used to be like, oh my gosh, like wasted calories or whatever. Like I didn't enjoy that meal. I shouldn't have eaten that. It sounds so silly. Like I used to think like that, but like, just like not stressing over food and panicking is so much better. Like even though sometimes that happens, and I feel like that might happen for a long time, you just have to do the right thing and be proud when you do, you know, like not listen to bad thoughts or like overcome that. It's really good having really good supportive friends who are also really grounding. Kiara has been with me through a lot and is a very good friend, as are my other good friends. They're just all so supportive and grounding, and they're like, you know, just like, it's good to see you happy, and it's so nice having people like that in your life. And I got my first coffee ever And like people have asked me before, do you drink coffee? And I'm always like, no, like I don't like it. I'm not against it or anything. I don't know if caffeine's good for you or not, but I'm sure like every now and then, like I've heard coffee also is like a superfood, the bean, like in moderation, it's good to have every now and then. But like I was never a fan of it, and I knew I could probably train myself to like it like I did with eggs because they're really nutritious, but I didn't want to because I didn't want to be like reliant on it or addicted to it, because I know so many people spend heaps of money and also rely on it to be awake. I tried some of Kiara's and I was like, okay, this is actually really good. She gets like oat milk and coffee, and then I was like, I want to, and because it was like bad weather, it was just kind of nice to have like a hot coffee and sip and like chat together. So I went and got my first coffee. Felt so grown up. But I don't know, like I feel like it's just a nice thing to do every now and then, like every few weeks when you like meet up for coffee with a friend. So I feel really grown up. But yeah, like sometimes if you get like a negative thought about like eating something or not knowing every ingredient in something, and you're like panicked and you're like, I can't eat that, but then you remember, no, I'm not like that anymore, and then you have it, and then midway through like eating, you're just like, why does it matter? Like what, like you're just like, why did I panic and stress? Like what difference does it make, like if I had not eaten it or if I did? Like it literally doesn't make a difference. I don't know, it makes you just think there's no point like panicking and stressing. It's just not worth it. It's just so much happier to live life that's like happy and relaxed and just enjoying life and not panicked about what you're eating and stuff. I was a little bit annoyed because I wanted to show my like favorite meal from next door in this vlog, and it wasn't even on the menu. But anyway, so yeah, so that was just like a random day. I'm definitely tonight gonna make myself my OG salmon bowl for dinner because yeah.
Okay, it's a little bit of a mess, but I have my OG salmon bowl right now. It's a mess because I'm like halfway through devouring it. I have salmon, there's avo, rice, chickpeas, heaps of veg, mushroom, zucchini, asparagus, beans, broccoli, carrot, there's some peas and corn. Yeah, so my salmon is not as good as Kiara's crispy salmon from today, but we adapt and overcome.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Actually, before I wrap this up, I'm gonna go and show my sister this Oodie because she was like saying how she really wanted one, and she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you got sent one. So I'm gonna go show her and ask her opinion. I love it.
This is I'm doing an outro and I was filming this.
I want one.
Get one.
How much are they though?
I don't know, I got it for free. You straighten your hair?
I got bored.
Yeah,
Don't
so
show me messy room.
look at how she painted that wall. But like that's not as impressive as the door. She just like painted this. Never painted in her life, and she just decided to paint, and look how good it is. How awesome is that?
I'm proud.
I know, same, it's awesome. I had my first coffee ever today.
I know, I saw
Kiara's story.
her story. How was it?
Like I've tried sips of coffee before and I've never like really enjoyed it that much. Like I've never been like, oh my god,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm not a coffee gal.
Yeah, neither. But then like I tried
You
Kiara's and I
liked
was,
it.
well, I've tried hers before and I was like, oh, it's okay. I don't see the big like, you know.
That's how it happens.
No, I know, but I was just like, no, I know,
I
I know you can train yourself to like stuff like I did with eggs. And I was like, I didn't want to train myself to like coffee, but then I was also like, it's kind of nice to like go on a coffee date with someone. Yeah. But I was just like, I
have hot chocolate. That's what I do.
Just like the kid version.
I know.
But I tried her coffee and I was like, I kind of want one. So then we went and I had one with her.
Cappuccinos are meant to be nicer than coffees.
It's the same thing, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. No, you have like your makeup done nicely. I look disgusting.
I need mascara on.
I can literally see other
concealer.
makeup all over your face.
And mascara and concealer.